Hey guys, this video took a long time to make. Um, there's this whole thing with my computer not being able to save large files because it's full. I have to get another computer. But just know you guys mean a lot to me, and I really pushed through because I want you guys to have this. I wanted to mainly, I didn't want to reiterate what the module is talking about. I mainly wanted to show you an example of an artwork that shows how I use the main things that the videos inside the module want you to do and plan for the next week, which is creating a focal point and different ways you can make a focal point and just the message, what the artwork is about, and we'll go through that. So let's do that now. All right, so I'm using a tool called Google Draw. I've already put my picture up here, but I'll show you. You can drag it from your desktop. This Google Draw app is free, and it's connected to your student MyMC or MCPS account, and it's kind of like a simplified version of Photoshop. Now, this piece is called Our New Angel Has Paws, and it's about family ties and a family passing and just family relationships. So I'll tell you more about it later. The focal point, if I get my drawing scribble tool, is this area right here. I'm gonna make the line a different color and thickness so it stands out. This area right here is our focal point, and I'm gonna tell you a few ways why it's the focal point. Number one, just the color stands out more than the rest of this pink dress. Now, pink is a hue, which is a lighter version of the color red. Now, what's on the opposite side of the color wheel from red is what? Green. All of these areas around are green, and they are lighter and darker shades and hues of the color green. So that's why the pink stands out so much. It's a lighter version of the complementary color, which is red. It's larger than the rest. This is actually my grandmother that I drew and our family dog, Kia. They're bigger than everything else in the piece. Also, faces, if you check out the video in the module, faces stand out the most. So we're instantly drawn here. It's also a lighter value. So it's lighter than most of the other parts of the drawing. This piece was made in color pencil. So I really used up the line work to make details. Also, there is balance in this piece I wanted to point out. If I split this in the middle, obviously there's more visual weight on this side, but I added a table and another lady in a wheelchair to balance that out. Now, message. Like I said, it's about a family passing. This is about the passing of my grandmother, but also when around the time that she got sick, we got a dog, and it kind of distracted us from, the sadness of, the sickness that was going on. And in a way, we had a new family member to pay attention to as well. The aspect details inside of the MyMCPS classroom module, those are fancy words for what we've learned this year as visual clues. That's what's going to help you find out what the message of this piece and any piece that you make is about. So, some visual clues. Let's take a look at some. The setting is in a nursing home. A nursing home is, where you go when you're older and, your family can't take care of you because everybody has to work. There's some clues also in the piece that help us tell us that this is a nursing home. So we can see the wheelchairs. So usually if you're in a wheelchair, you're older or it's harder to walk. There's oxygen tanks to help with breathing. Obviously, we see some wallpaper. We can tell it's indoors. And we can also see in terms of the date, there's clues about when this is happening. We see some hearts hanging from the ceiling, and we see a February date. So we can already see that it's probably close to Valentine's Day. The hearts allude to that. Also, the dog and the grandmother also has some visual clues in terms of what the message of the piece is. So, and some of it's personal to me. So this dress that she's in was the dress that she wore to my parents' wedding, and it was also the dress that she was buried in. And just the fact that she's in the nursing home with the dog was unusual because we couldn't have dogs in there, so it's not something that would normally happen. But there's also if I get rid of this ring here, I outline this right here. There's a line over that. There's a painting from her wedding there as well, which was passed down. So she doesn't need that anymore. So that's another visual clue. Some of this you would need to know my family and know specific things, but I tried to give some different visual clues to tell what it's about. Another thing you can see over here on this board is a date, and that was the day that she passed away. And that's what helps you tell what the piece is about. So there's lots of visual clues and bits and pieces, images around the piece that help tell us what it's about. I didn't make this piece to be sad because I was past that point. I wanted to share my experience with other people, and I really wanted to just pay homage to her and show what a great woman she was. And in a way, when we got our dog Kia, it was almost like we had a new family member to watch over us. So it was a sad time, but it also brought us a lot of joy because she was in a better place, and our family dog was watching over us. So once again, the point of this video was to tell you some different ways to show focal point and how to create a message. I hope this helped. Bye, guys.